There is a small machine sitting on a table in your home right now. It is the judge and jury of your cardiovascular health.
Every day, millions of seniors sit down, slip their arm into that cuff, and wait in terrified silence for the verdict.
They watch the numbers tick down. The cuff squeezes tight, and their heart races just a little faster.
If that number is 120/80, you feel a wave of relief. You are safe for another day.
But if it is 160/100, panic sets in instantly. You think your medication isn't working.
You think your arteries are hardening. You think you are about to have a stroke right here in your kitchen.
So you call your doctor. Concerned, they increase your dosage or double your beta blocker.
What if your pressure was normal, but you measured it at the exact wrong moment in time?
Many seniors diagnosed with resistant hypertension actually have situational hypertension.
Treating a fake high number forces true pressure dangerously low, leading to dizziness and falls.
In this guide, we expose the worst times to check and provide the gold standard timing protocol.
Before we dive in, hit subscribe so you never miss a health tip made just for you.
Part 1. The full bladder effect. The most common error.
Many seniors wake up and check immediately. But if your bladder is full, you guarantee a false high.
When the bladder fills, nerves send a signal to your brain saying it is time to go.
If you ignore this, your body interprets the distension as physical stress. It triggers fight or flight.
This reflex releases adrenaline, constricting blood vessels and raising your heart rate.
This can add 10 to 15 points to your systolic reading. The difference between healthy and hypertensive.
The rule is simple. Empty before you measure. Never measure if you have the urge to go.
Part 2. The digestion distraction. We often sit down after a meal to relax. But physiologically, eating is a massive metabolic event.
Your body has to work hard to digest food, absorb nutrients, and manage blood sugar.
The heart pumps blood away from extremities toward the stomach. This is splanchnic pooling. In a senior, the heart works harder to maintain pressure while filling the gut with blood.
This can cause a falsely low number or a high number if the heart is straining.
Plus, sodium acts like a sponge, pulling water into blood vessels and creating a pressure spike.
You might think your meds stopped working, when really, you just ate a ham sandwich.
You must wait at least 1 hour after eating before you touch the monitor. Part 3. The caffeine vasoconstrictor.
You wake up, pour coffee, and relax. But biologically, caffeine is a potent drug.
It causes vasoconstriction. You are chemically squeezing your arteries like a garden hose.
If you squeeze the hose, the pressure inside skyrockets.
This effect lasts 3 to 4 hours. Measuring 45 minutes after coffee is measuring the caffeine.
You might see a spike of 5 to 10 points. You don't need more meds, you need to wait.
The same applies to nicotine. Smoking causes an immediate sharp spike for 20 minutes.
Measure in a chemically neutral state. No caffeine or nicotine for 30 minutes.
Part 4. The Movement Paradox.
Exercise is good, but don't check immediately after. Systolic pressure naturally rises during activity.
Your muscles need oxygen, so the heart pumps harder. This is healthy, but high.
It takes 30 to 60 minutes to return to baseline. Measuring too soon captures the workout.
Conversely, an hour later might show post-exercise hypotension. Neither is your true baseline.
Baseline is when you are strictly sedentary. Not after vacuuming or stairs.
Sit quietly doing absolutely nothing for at least 5 minutes before the machine turns on. Part 5. The Conversation Spike.
You answer a question while the machine hums. Talking raises your blood pressure.
Speaking requires cognitive and physical effort. Engaging diaphragm and brain raises it 10 to 15 points.
Even listening to stressful news causes active listening hypertension. Your brain fights a war.
You must be in sensory silence. No talking, no TV, just you and your breath.
Part 6. The Pain Influence. Chronic pain is a biological stressor. It releases cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones raise blood pressure to help you escape the pain.
Measuring during a flare-up gives high numbers. This is pain-induced hypertension.
Treating this number can cause pressure to bottom out once pain goes away.
If pressure is high, only when you hurt. Treat the knee, not the heart.
Part 7. The Cold Environment.
Measuring in a chilly room sets you up for a false high.
Cold air triggers vasoconstriction to preserve heat, shunting blood to the core. This raises systemic blood pressure, why heart attack rates go up in winter.
Make sure the room is comfortable. You cannot get a resting reading if fighting to stay warm.
Part 8. The Emotional Hangover.
Acute stress spikes pressure, but cortisol circulates for hours after the event.
This is the emotional hangover. Even if you feel calm, your body is chemically aroused.
Checking on a bad day yields useless data. Mark it as stress and ignore it.
Part 9. The White Coat at Home.
Many seniors suffer from home monitor hypertension, obsessed with the machine.
You feel anticipatory anxiety that the number will be high. This releases adrenaline.
You take it, it's high. You panic, take it again, it's higher. The panic spiral.
Distract yourself. Read for 5 minutes with the cuff on before pressing start.
The first number is usually the most accurate. Subsequent numbers are fueled by fear. Part 10. The Gold Standard Window. The Morning Trough.
You want to catch your body in its natural baseline, usually 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Step 1. Wake up. Start slowly.
Step 2. Use the bathroom. Empty that bladder completely.
Step 3. Small water if needed, but no coffee and no food yet.
Step 4. Sit in a chair with back support, feet flat on the floor. Uncross legs.
Step 5. Rest for 5 minutes. Do nothing. Just sit and breathe.
Step 6. Measure. This gives you your true resting blood pressure.
It reflects the true stiffness of your arteries and the load on your heart.
You should also check in the evening, 12 hours later, before dinner.
But the morning reading, before coffee and meds, is the anchor.
Conclusion: the tool, not the master.
The monitor is a tool. It is meant to serve you, not scare you.
By understanding timing, you stop being a victim of false highs.
You can confidently tell your doctor, this reading is real.
Oh.
That high one was coffee.
This empowers you to protect yourself from over-medication.
You are a complex biological system reacting to the world. Respect the timing.
Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you been making these timing mistakes?
Share your experience in the comments. Your honesty helps others.
If helpful, type 1. If not, type 0. I value your feedback.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content protecting your heart.
Thank you for watching.
And take care of yourself. Oh.